también de inclusión, migraciones y seguridad social, también tomamos.
First of all, because Spain never instituted controls. Second, because there was no risk for the reasons explained regarding any type of secondary movement. As a consequence of that, Ceuta has a special regime, and no one leaves Ceuta without control. Thirdly, because just today Frontex, the agency, and all the parties involved have stated that the Schengen area has not been in danger in any way.
Y esas posibilidades nos determinan y nos conllevan.
Of course, we are adopting measures. Since it is the summer season, we have more resources, both from the Civil Guard, the National Police, and also from the Ministry of Inclusion and Migration and Social Security. We are also taking more measures in this regard, because these circumstances and possibilities determine and involve us. We have experience. As I mentioned, we are reducing entries by 30% compared to last year, irregular entries. And we are working and have worked in Ceuta and Melilla. The previous days, in a week, 1,000 people entered in a week. And of course, we were assessing and were already carrying out a task, an emergency contract for a new Cape, that is, a temporary care center for immigrants for this temporary situation that was anticipated in the territorial area, with 2 warehouses for more than 3,000 square meters that are under construction. First of all, because Spain never instituted controls. Second, because there was no risk for the reasons explained regarding any type of secondary movement. As a consequence of that, Ceuta has a special regime, and no one leaves Ceuta without control. Thirdly, because just today Frontex, the agency, and all the parties involved have stated that the Schengen area has not been in danger in any way. We don't set internal controls at our borders. For all these reasons, I stated that it seemed to me absolutely unnecessary and disproportionate for Italy to have taken that step. Well, let's see what happens, and let's see if there's a reconsideration of the situation. And that is what I ask and request, that those controls be immediately lifted, because evidently it does not correspond with what we have all expressed, and everyone has recognized that the Schengen area has never been in danger, not even minimally. Regarding the indicated migration policy, the previous criticisms, I want to understand that a vision of some images that are truly impactful and that affect us all, perhaps hinted at some risk due to some circumstance that does not, I am going to analyze now, in some members of the European Union who perhaps out of a more partisan interest and an interest in governance in the state and in the European Union, responded in that way at first. But I think what is important is that also, immediately, they are reassessed in terms of precisely analyzing the situation, what happened, the response, what the work of the European Union in migration policy, what the work of Spain in migration policy, what is our work as being at the forefront of the external dimension, always in the protection of human rights and fundamental freedoms. And clearly we understand that in the fight against irregular migration, not all means are acceptable, only those that are based on the values that define and are the pillar of the European Union.